Hi guys, I'm Linda. I'm the old bird. It's time for my new vlog post. I hope you are having an amazing day. It is beautiful here. It's evening here, but it is bright and sunny. Gorgeous. Now let's get started. The title of this one is My Feet Hurt So Bad That I Almost Cried. I was in the airport headed to a Flourish conference in Las Vegas. I had been stopped for the wire in my hair rollers by security. So feeling a bit nervous, I sat down on a bench beside a middle-aged man who was putting his boots back on. His colorful socks caught my attention, and when I looked down at his foot, I saw some of the most luxurious cowboy boots I'd ever seen. I said, "Excuse me, sir," to which he responded, "Yes." He picked up his other boot, and I said, "Those are some bad kicks," and I smiled. He said, "Oh, thanks, and they don't hurt." I never invested in cowboy boots because I thought they would hurt, especially with the pointed toes. But these are really comfortable. Back in the day, my husband bought some platform shoes. He had gone shopping for some pants, and before leaving the store, he noticed a pair of shoes that were the exact same color of the slacks that he had bought. So he tried them on and bought them as well. He was going to wear them to an all-day family event. They had the gathering outdoors. That involved a lot of walking, standing, and dancing. His mom loved to dance with her boys. He said that he walked and it felt like he was leaning forward on the soles of his feet. As the sun was going down, the soles of his feet were killing him. He said that the pains were shooting up to his knees. Because they were platforms and laced up, he had to bear the pain while causing more with every step. When it ended, he walked back to his car with his brother. In his car, he immediately took off those shoes. I asked him what he did with them, and he couldn't remember, but he said that he never wore them again and never bought platforms again. My cousin's wife was always attending some sort of function. She was a member of several clubs, and being an educator, she attended many types of conferences. She had a short foot, but it was plump, a little rounded, wide. She loved pointed toe shoes, mostly pumps. She only wore leather and had quite a collection. always kept in the original boxes. She would be gorgeous. But it is hard to find her type of shoes in extra wide sizes. When she dressed, her shoes would be the last thing she put on. She'd line up the pair on the floor, hold on to the chest of drawers, and put one foot into the first shoe. Then she'd bend down with the slipper horn and slightly guide her foot into the tight, narrow pump and repeat the process. After a second, she'd take off. She would keep those shoes on until she returned from the meeting or event. Sometimes she'd get home and I'd help her take off her shoes. I'd sit on the floor and slowly pull off each shoe. Sometimes a drop of water would fall from her eyes. What would cause a person to put themselves through that type of pain? She'd say, "The next time I wear them, they won't hurt so much. I've stretched them." To which I'd say, "Yes, ma'am, next time they won't hurt as bad, but they are so pretty." Right after we got married, we lived in Washington, D.C. We got a big snowstorm. It was beautiful. There's nothing quite like fresh fallen snow. It's so pretty. We walked to the store, which was about 12 blocks away. Halfway there, my feet began to hurt. The ankle boots were new, and I'd never worn them before. We made it to the store and did our shopping. We loaded up our little rolling cart and started back to our apartment. It started snowing again. It was so beautiful. We talked, and my husband was so glad we had gone to the store because, you see, it started snowing again. We were laughing and talking as my feet were hurting more and more. And then that little toe started chiming into our conversations. We made it to the next bus stop, and I sat on the bench. My husband stopped walking and looked at me. I took off those shoes and stood up to walk. Yep, in the snow. After explaining what I was going to do to my husband, I walked the rest of the distance in my socks with no shoes on, in the snow. And at the next trash can, I left those shoes right on the top. I was okay, young and in love. So I understand. Not only me, but I think that maybe we all understand this one. You know, like when the first words out of your mouth when you get close to a friend in a crowd are, "Girl, these shoes are killing me." Even movies incorporate this in scripts. Take a look at the scene next to the end prior to the wedding dance in the movie, Jumping the Broom. You've got to laugh to keep from crying. And as that old joke says, if the shoe fits, buy it in every color. Now, in my handmade life, this one is a skyscraper.